Hello! Brandon, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, you are. Good.
I'm here. I'm here.
I like it. Welcome,
Awesome.
peoples. Welcome to another episode of A Few Good Brews. I'm here with the one and only Brandon Saller, and we are going to drink some beer, of
We are.
course. Yeah. There's obviously so much craft beer in the world right now that it's hard to keep up with everything. And I'm your guide. I've committed myself, and Brandon has joined this mission with me. We are here to taste these beers and enjoy them
Hey,
with you.
like I said earlier, someone's got to drink these fucking beers.
There we go. I like it. Awesome. Well, here we go. I'm going to look at this beer cam we got going on here, guys. We got a freaking George Lopez beer, which I'm really
I,
excited about. I had
is
no
that like
idea.
that's like the George Lopez?
Yeah, yeah. That
And I
is
think
the
that's
George.
badass.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely excited about this. We're gonna get this guy going first. We got the juicy bits over here from Weldworks, I believe. Yep. Even More
Okay.
Jesus from Evil Twin. We got Wild Barrel, which Brandon's got a funny video that we will show you later of an accident that happened. But maybe it's a
Yeah.
good thing, you know?
I think it's got to be a good thing.
Definitely. We got the
It's got to be
Dragon's
a good
Milk
thing.
from New Holland, and then we got Tierra Madre. Which is interesting, Mother Earth Brewing Company, but they're totally an Idaho brewery, and I guess maybe in California too. Anyway, but
Jesus.
I just thought it was interesting, a Mexican lager out of Idaho. It's like,
You know, why
well,
not give it a shot? You
yeah,
know,
we will give it a shot. We'll make sure it
that's
happens.
what we're here for.
Yes,
I love
definitely.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, like I said, this you can watch this stuff on all the socials, everything. If you already are, I will be commenting on and seeing comments on our app on the Few, and this happens once a month. We got other live streams happening. Johnny's doing a cool one called Tunnels with the Clint Lowry next week. I think it's on Sunday, I believe. And Ben just did a cool one with John Bachlan of Bad Wolves. Good dude.
All the guests.
Yes, I know. But Brandon, so talk to me. How you doing, man?
I'm very well. I think everyone has a decently stock answer for that question these days. But like
I know.
all things considered, I'm very well. I get spending a lot of time with my wonderful family. The band is finally doing things again,
Yeah.
and it's a very exciting time for us. So all in all, I mean, we're LIVIN, man.
Yeah, that's good. Well, let's drink to that. How about
Absolutely.
that?
What are we pouring first?
We are doing this George Lopez,
George
guys.
Lopez. I
Doing the
got my
George.
I was telling you, I got my ice bucket here.
I know. Let's
I got
see it, Brandon.
all my things here. Let me get. We got my
He's
ice bucket.
he's got it. He's got.
My
Oh,
beers.
that's good. I got a
Got my-
cooler going on.
Got
I
my
like
cup
it.
for my pours.
I like it. There you go. That's a good pour. I'm gonna do a good pour too. How about that, y'all?
We'll get to my bad pour later.
The yes, that we will. That we will.
Yeah.
Epic. Okay, well here we go. Cheers, man.
Cheers, buddy.
I really love gozas. So yeah, this is a goza is like a salty sour ale, and this totally in there. It's really floral. It's got hibiscus, and I'm not sure if I could like nail hibiscus. Honestly, I don't know if I'm not that gifted. I'll just be honest. But I know it's a floral type of taste.
Yeah.
It's yeah. This is really refreshing.
It
I'd
is
say
very
thumbs
refreshing.
up, George. Yeah.
100%. George is onto something. He's not just good at acting and hosting. Also beer. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm stoked for this because I'm going to become a lot more knowledgeable about beer. I didn't know about the gozas, and the first thing I thought when I drank it was like, is this salty?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
and
is.
you're totally right. Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's like a version of a sour. They're just
Yeah.
like you said, a little more salty, and I find a little more refreshing. Definitely one of
Yeah.
my favorite styles of beer.
It's definitely got that tart.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Good.
Hits you back here. That
Yeah, right. Yeah. Mwah. Mwah. This is good.
Excellent. Well, dude, so I don't know if I've met both of your kids. I know that I've met
Met
Piper.
Piper. Yeah.
Yep.
You have not
Ruby.
met Ruby. So Ruby was conceived in Boston on tour with you.
Dude, wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Was
Do you
that
remember the? Do
was
you
that
remember
the
the
Paradise
show?
Rock Club?
Paradise Rock Club.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
a
We.
show. Johnny played drums, Ben
Yeah.
played drums.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Cause
Kyle had like a crazy vertigo thing and like didn't. He had to stay at the hospital in like New York or something.
yeah,
And so
golly, that's
that was
right.
that was that day. It was a shitty hotel and some really bad Italian food, and then wham bam.
And then some
Oh.
wonderful baby making. There,
Yeah.
there you go.
Kyle. Yeah. But yeah, you haven't met Ruby. She's 2.5 now, and Piper will be 4 in January.
Dang,
It's insane.
dude,
Like
that
Piper
is insane.
Piper was our. I mean, you guys experienced Piper when she was like
Yeah,
5 months old. Like when we were on tour with you, she was a tiny baby.
yeah, yeah. It was so cool. Everybody that's listening, just being on a rock tour, and then Brandon having his little baby and his wife Ashley out with him, and just rocking. I mean, she had her huge headphones. Don't worry, guys. It was safe.
Oh, she did very safe. Very
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
We're very, very, very keen on the safety here for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to get Phoenix out on tour whenever we tour again for sure. He's itching. I'm definitely excited. That'll
It's a
be
blast
fun.
for sure. I mean, my kids are still so young, and they still very much enjoy it. But I mean, he's at a perfect age where I think he would be so jazzed to just like be in the mix, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. We got to Papa Roach came to town, and man, he's obsessed with Papa Roach. The other day, I recorded him saying, "Papa Roach is better than the Beatles," and I might argue with that statement, but I'm gonna let him have that. I
Gotta
love
let
the
him have
Papa
that
Roach
opinion,
guys.
you know?
Yeah, they're awesome, and they came through town, and he got to go and be side stage. We got that blessing, that gift, and
Yeah.
man, he was in heaven. Like
Oh,
it was just singing every word, like fixated on Jacoby.
So stoked. It's
Yeah.
just cool to like, what a cool thing when like you're in our line of work, and your kids are jazzed on the bands that we are friends with, you
Yeah.
know? So we get that opportunity to like, they get to like meet them and stand side stage and get all these crazy opportunities that kids don't get.
I know.
Like, it's no less of a thing that's like his like favorite band. Like, it's probably not lost on. It's not different like that. It's like them. He's just even more stoked, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah. It is such a cool thing, and definitely a perk of the job, which is
100%.
awesome. And I can see that joy, when you first experienced that in music and you saw your favorite band.
Yeah.
And no way, like as a kid, can you imagine like being side stage?
I'd be like, oh hey, what's up? This is Jacoby. And like,
Yeah.
meet the guys. There's Tobin.
Right.
You want
Dude.
you want to stand by drums or closer to the guitars? Like,
Yeah.
what?
The coolest thing was that all of their kids were actually out. And
Yeah.
so after they finished the show, like all of our kids just hung out and like ran around and were numbskulls, being
Yeah.
awesome, being 5 or 7 or however old everybody was. It was
amazing.
really neat. It was a cool it was a very special time. I really
cool, man.
appreciated that. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's it's funny. Like through this whole pandemic, I've seen Jacoby, which I saw all the Papa Roach dudes about a little over a month ago. They were out
Nice.
here making like recording and shit, and so you had to like hang out with them for a night, which was awesome. Hadn't seen them forever, but we towards the beginning of quarantine, we were doing like digital double dates, and
Oh, yeah.
and Ash always talks to his wife on social media. So we ended up doing like a digital double date with them. It was the day before Easter, and they're in Texas. We're here, so we did it at like 8:30 or something, which is like 11:30 for their time.
Yeah.
They didn't flinch at all. We both had like cheese plates and wine, whatever. We were
Nice.
on FaceTime for like almost 5 hours.
Ooh.
It was crazy, and we're like, it's early morning for you. Like, yeah, we have to wait. We have to like do Easter Bunny stuff right now and then go to bed and then wake up in like 2 hours. But
Right.
we had like I had only hung out with Tobin maybe like once or twice before, but for
Okay.
some reason we were just like getting on about whatever for like 5 hours. Is hilarious. It's funny
That's so
like
cool.
you don't hang out with people ever, and then something like this happens, and you just make these weird connections.
Yeah. Yeah.
As the
Totally.
world
I
is telling you to.
Yeah. I really like Tobin. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
awesome. We got to do a couple tours with them, and I remember I was like, so in this tour, like, what's your favorite part of the show? You know, that you get to do, and he was like, man, I really like this part of the set where I don't play and I put my bass down and I just do push-ups. And it was like, what?
Good. He's like,
It's
I'm
really
really looking
funny.
forward to those push-ups, dude.
Yeah, yeah, he's a funny guy. And such a talented bass player,
Dude,
underrated
I
in
had
my
no
opinion.
idea his talent level. Period. Like even kind of bird's eyeing, like flying a wall rather, like them kind of in the studio. That dude is all up in everything. It's crazy. That whole band is so talented. It's
Yeah,
unreal. It's
yeah,
unreal.
definitely. I love that Anthony is there too now.
Yeah,
Tobin's
for sure.
bro. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sick.
so fucking nice too.
Oh yeah, he's a
Such a good
sweetheart.
dude.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's check some of these comments going on.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if you see anything good. Bunch
On
of
YouTube, got someone
yeah.
that saw you in Wiesbaden. Funny in Germany.
Ooh.
Funny
Oh,
thing
okay.
about Wiesbaden, that's where Porter's wife is from. I
Wow.
think he met her at a show
Are you kidding me?
there.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Germany.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Man, I want to give Porter some props. If you guys haven't listened to the new Atreyu track out now, definitely listen to it. It's pretty sweet. Porter's killing it. He's doing all the screams, and immediately when you first, showed me the sneak peek,
Yeah.
of stuff, like I couldn't believe how good it was and how awesome his scream was. So I had to hit him up on the Instagram and his DMs and be like, dude, I'm so proud of you. Like as an instrumentalist stepping up to do vocals and pick up all those screams where Alex left off and
Yeah.
dude, like didn't miss a beat.
He's killing it, man. He's such a talent where like that specific part of him is just such an effort. It just comes out of him.
That's cool.
Like he's just that guy where like and that, when he joined the band, it was like, oh, let's have people don't know is like they might not realize is Porter's been screaming on record since Death Grip, since his first album that he played on, and like with lots of like doubling, and then like he'll have some of his own parts. I think people just don't recognize it because there's also like another
Right.
scream going on, but it's like he's killing it. There's some stuff on the new stuff like that are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you've heard a lot of it. He's doing the damn thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely for everybody listening, please be excited about all the new Atreyu stuff that's happening. It's really
Thank
cool.
you.
Obviously, B-Sal, Brandon, you're killing it too, stepping up.
Thank
No drums. Did you record, actually?
I did track the drums. Yeah, I
Okay.
tracked it. We were kind of in the midst of everything, like mid record, so I did the drums, and from now on, here on out, Kyle will be fully taking my position.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I love Kyle.
he's thriving too. He's just killing it. It was awesome to finally like. Obviously, we got to play this lineup last summer in Europe, but it was cool like finally announcing and kind of getting into this new mindset to be able to like play through some sets with him. Like we're all just so pumped because he just fucking crushed it, man. Like
Yeah.
We're talking to our management about watching back on the live stream stuff, and they're like, there were so many people that were like, "Yo, who is this dude on drums? Like,
Yeah.
who is this guy?"
He's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yep. That's Kaylee on our app right now is saying, yeah, Kyle Drummond for Trey is awesome. We definitely got some huge Heller High homies,
Yes.
on the View
Love
app
it.
for sure.
Love it, dude. I love that, dude. It's so funny.
Yeah.
We've been trying to like talk to the guys and like maybe do some shit, but it's just hard to coordinate at the moment. But we're really trying to do some Hell or High Water stuff in this downtime too. So we'll see.
Awesome.
We'll see.
That's cool. Good. I'm in need of some groove. Yeah.
I know, man. I know. I was with Joey 2 days ago, and
Okay.
it was just like we were just talking about it, just trying to wrangle everybody. It's
Yeah.
it's difficult, especially when like everyone's off in their own world. Like Hell or High Water hasn't done anything in so long that it's like everyone's completely in their own world, except for me and Kyle are in the same world. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
so it's hard to wrangle, but
Yeah. That's cool though. That's awesome.
yeah,
It'll be happening soon. So let's do another
absolutely.
beer.
Let's do it.
All
We'll
right,
finish this one.
Brandon. Yeah. Yeah. What are you feeling? Which one?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Oh,
Here, I want
man.
to show my process. Hold on. Look how
Okay.
fancy I am.
All right, guys, watch.
Little pour. Little
Okay.
swish.
All right.
Got my
I'm
rinse
watching.
bowl.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fresh glass.
All right. There you go.
Ready for action. I'm
That's
taking
good.
this very seriously.
That's so awesome. Good. That's the only way to do it. I'm actually, I just have 6 glasses, so.
I mean, that's kind of more, that's the next level of prepared, which is,
Right.
is what I would expect from you. I have an idea. Since that one was pretty tart, that was pretty like
Yeah.
deep flavor. Maybe we go Mexican lager.
That sounds like a great idea. Absolutely. All right, guys. So this is the Tierra Madre lager. It's a Mexican lager, as you can see right here. And let's give this guy a pour. Let's do this. All right, Idaho, Mexico. Let's see what you got to offer. And I'm talking some crap. I hope it's gonna be good.
I just poured beer all over my lap on accident.
Oh, that's all right. I had the camera off of you, so you're safe. Wait, no, we talked about it. Oh no.
Yeah. It didn't happen. I didn't pour any beer anyway.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers,
Here we
dude.
go, man. Yeah.
Wow.
That's good. It's clean and crisp. That's in
But
general.
it's more like it's got more body than like your average Mexican lager.
Yeah.
It's got a little heft to it.
Not as much skunk as Corona per se, you know,
This is really good.
but slightly in there. Yeah. It's
I
a
could
good.
I could crush a lime in this.
Yeah. Good palate cleanser. This is a good Will Hoffman beer. Will's our manager, and he loves the Dos Equis, you know.
How is Will? I miss Will.
Dude, Will's the best. Yeah, he is.
I saw like your photos and stuff. You guys in the studio and Will kind of chilling. I'm like, man, I miss that dude.
Oh yeah, he's the best. Man, we've had so many good memories. Will is definitely like the 5th member of the band, for sure. He's involved in all the creative process for everybody listening, and we trust him with, you know, our shitty demos and everything that we send to him, and he can kind of help us see through it and see things. And sometimes, you know, it's like if we're veering too far off course, you know, it's like regroup the team. All right, back on mission, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but dude, Sonic Ranch, like, you weren't kidding. Like, it was amazing.
It really is. It's just 100% vibe, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. What room did you guys track in?
Okay, the Adobe. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
So that didn't exist, or did it exist when y'all were out there?
No.
Got
No.
it. Dude,
No,
would go ahead.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was so awesome. It sounded great. It was. Let's see. What do I have to compare it to? As far as size, I mean, it's not massive or anything, but not tiny. Like a great room, great drum room.
Yeah.
Good size control room. And yeah. Right next door though, they are building this like just mammoth room. I don't know why you would have it that big, but dude, it's seriously like it's insane. Yeah. It's like the size of a Target or whatever. Oh, where'd you go?
Crazy. I don't know. Something happened just now.
Okay.
Hold on a sec.
Snap camera.
Yeah. Snap camera went away. What happened to me?
Oh no.
There we go.
All right, he's back. He's
I'm
back,
back.
guys.
The hell was that? Weird.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
Carmen on the app says, anybody drinking too? All right, she's got some Italian wine going.
Dude,
Not a
Carmen,
beer, but that's cool.
Love Carmen.
Yeah. Dude, Carmen's
Hell
the
yeah.
best. Killing in Alabama's, right in Meow.
Dude, I miss the Nomo family. Haley's on my Twitch quite a bit. We chat from time to time. She's a big supporter. But I miss the whole fam.
That's awesome, man. I miss them too. Yeah.
No.
Good peoples, and I bet you can experience, or you've experienced this. It's like when something becomes bigger than it is. It's not just a few people. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's this community, it's this love, and it's all because you started playing music with a
Yeah.
few guys or whatever, and now they're people have formed relationships and they're best friends, and people have met through your band. They've gotten married. They've had
Yeah.
babies to your music, or
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is insane. Like it's really really cool, and that's something, especially talking about Carmen and Haley. Um, it's like becoming best friends. It's like through a band. If we didn't
Yeah.
play music, that wouldn't happen.
No.
That's so cool.
100% no. 100% no. I've talked about that a bunch with like with being on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I feel like obviously like I'm new to, not anymore, but new to Twitch at the beginning of this. I've been on for about 9 months, but the kind of like family, it's all, fans of the band and people that are into the band, but like it's all the great ones, like I feel
Yeah.
like Twitch is like the most friendly social media platform that exists,
Nice.
but people are so nice, but like having these connections with people when I haven't been able to connect with them like at shows or any of that has been so just paramount in like
Wow.
this whole time. It still gives me that like that thing that I need, that you get
Yeah.
from touring and meeting and talking to people. And it's been super fucking cool to just like build relationships with these people that like you knew from tour, but now you just know them way better,
Yeah.
It's
That's
cool.
yeah, dude, that's awesome. I miss that, and I know I haven't. I've been a recluse in some sense, as far as the social medias and everything going on, and in some ways, like you were saying before, it's like it's caused me to invest more in my family, and in like my studio set up here, and with the album, it's like I'm tracking all the keeper guitars right here in my garage that we
Yeah.
converted to this second bedroom, which is awesome, and I wouldn't have done it without my wife and us spending time on this and her caring about it, which
Yeah.
is huge. But right, I have lost contact with people. It is kind of weird. It's like I'm playing guitar in my garage, looking at my computer, and this connects to the world. How? Or,
Yeah.
or it's
It
I just
will
feel
connect to the world.
yeah, it will. Yeah, I do feel disconnected and
For sure.
alone in that regard
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but
Yeah.
at least you have something. I will say, I mean, for the both of us, having something to stay busy with is like just crucial.
Oh yeah.
So crucial.
Yeah, definitely. And these songs, man, I'm
I
so
cannot
pumped.
wait. I cannot wait. Bro.
That's cool.
My whole household is a very big fan of Nothing More. So we are all very excited. We are fans of your band before the last album and before we toured with you a bunch, and then it just got even better. So we're all just like, we're waiting. We don't know what you're gonna do. Everyone knows what you're gonna do.
Damn.
You guys are gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna do what you do.
Thanks, man. That's
You're gonna
awesome.
Put out a record. You're gonna smoke trail everything else that's out. You're gonna make us all feel really bad about ourselves for like 6 months.
Oh, stop.
So
Man.
good.
I will
love it,
say, like, this record so far is easily the most progressive record we've done. Oh yeah. It's like it's heavy and it's graphic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just one thing we've always tried to do in our band. If it needs to be heavy, like let's go all the way, and we keep
Yeah.
pushing ourselves. And so there's definitely like some massive like Gojira and like just huge heavy moments. There's a ton of carnival sounding stuff. I will say, juxtaposing that, there's like some Phil Collins, like weird 80s sounds and neat
That's sick.
Stranger Things like synths. Not to like completely like on the nose do all that, but it's like
Yeah.
just touch on it for a minute,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some cool
there's some
influence.
cool sounds, cool lyrics, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Isn't
Yeah.
it the worst thing ever to have music that you are just sitting on?
Ah,
We
Yeah.
we finished our album like a while ago.
jeez. Yeah.
And like we just are finishing like final mixes and mastering and all that stuff. but like it's been done, and we've had this like at least versions of the songs, and like for fucking like 6 months I couldn't even talk about my band at all. Not only could I not talk about new music, I just couldn't talk about anything. It's the worst feeling in the world. It's just like this excitement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know
It's
exactly what
crazy.
you mean.
Oop, I think I might have froze.
No, there you're back.
Okay, I got you back. I got you back. I got you back.
All right, good.
But yeah, it's
Excellent.
so funny to have like this is like our life's blood. This is like what we live for. It's like to have something you're like, I know how cool this is, but you will someday.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
So funny.
No, I'm excited. When does the next track come out?
Soon.
I don't know if you can. Okay, fair enough.
It comes out soon.
Yep. One of those.
People will just have to decide what that is relative to what people think soon is. Yep. But yes, there's a lot of things coming.
Yep.
That's the most vague way I could put it.
but that's the stock answer. I think with us, it's like we're trying to get 2 songs out by March. That's the plan right now, and then slowly leak a few more up until the album release. I don't know, last quarter next year or whatever. In the fall, we'll see what happens. We're slow, but we're not Tool. Yeah. That's the speed at which Nothing More moves.
Yeah, slow but not Tool.
Yes.
Everyone knows what that means.
You're right.
What that means.
You're right.
Same. I think 2021 is going to be very, very active. We'll just say that. There's a lot planned, a lot going on that will only continue to build as the world hopefully comes back to us.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear you. I'm glad to know that y'all are doing a lot next year. We'll keep at it too. But sure. Let's talk about beer for a bit more. We're going to get to our next one, guys, for everybody drinking with us on a Sunday fun day with a few good brews. I forgot to mention Craft Shack. Any of you guys, I would be floored if you ended up buying Mark's Pick 6 or whatever out of all these brews that Brandon and I are drinking right now. And if you're drinking them with us, that's so badass. You can totally still pick it up at craftshack.com. And get all those tasties. Okay, so here we go. We're going to the beer cam. What are we doing at Meow? Let's see.
So
I think we need to do this, Brandon. Yep. All right, we need to do your mess up. So, guys, right here. This is the Wild Barrel Weiss Blueberry Cherry. It's a sweet, sour Berliner Weiss. Which I'm pretty stoked about, guys. But after I pour this, we're going to watch a funny Brandon video about
story time.
Yeah, Brandon and his adventures. So let's pour this. Brandon's getting another beer since there was an accident that happened.
Yeah. I was going to say, do we tell them what happened or do we just show them the video?
We're going to show them what happened. Here we go. All right, guys. Let's watch the video. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Here we go. Here's the vid.
This with a knife.
It's pretty good.
Bad. So don't open this with a knife, because the can breaks. So I'm gonna drink this one now. Jesus Christ! This is the Wild Barrel Weiss Blueberry Cherry. I still wanted to participate, so I'll go ahead and let you know how I feel about it. I did a horrible pour. I don't drink beer that often, guys. I'm going to just go ahead and get some of the... It smells really, really good.
Are you serious?
That was all fun! That was off! Folks! It burns. It burns. It burns. This is turning into the best content ever. I didn't plan this. Oh, let's try it again.
in your brain?
It feels blueberry. I think it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. That's delicious. Oh, it's really good. It's very like sweet and tart. It's not too sour. Oh my God. Don't do anything that I just did. Back to our regularly programmed show.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
All foam, huh?
All foam. Okay, so when you stab a beer on accident, it doesn't. It definitely foams a bit when you pour it.
Yes,
And
it
I don't
definitely
know,
does.
Like I told you earlier, I don't drink beer very often. So in my head, I thought, this will probably be fine.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't fine. Funny thing is, in all of that agony, this beer was so good.
Dude, it's incredible.
I loved it. I was like, damn it, I want. And you know what? Ash said yesterday that she thinks, or yesterday she said, I think they might have that beer at the liquor store down the street. She's like, I don't know. I think I don't know if the can was the same, but they might have it. I'll just go get one because I want to drink it. But
Dude,
it was delightful. Yeah. That was a fucking disaster. But
yeah.
It was my sinuses were screwed for like 3 days.
Oh damn.
One of the girls, Annie, on my Twitch, she works at a brewery. She's like, yeah, there's stuff in beer that like shouldn't go in your nose. Like especially like good beer. She's like, that's like not gonna feel good at all. Especially because it was like a citrusy beer,
Yeah, yeah,
delicious.
yeah. Oh, it's
delightful.
It's an excellent beer. Berliners are definitely, it's one of my favorite styles. Like you were saying, it's sweet, it's sour, it's tart. It's not too tart to where it's not enjoyable. But there's like the blueberry and cherry. Cherry especially is one of my favorite sours. Just what it does to a brew. It's just
When it's not
really,
too
really
sweet
good.
either.
Yeah.
When you have like a sweet beer, like the only reference I have is like that. What's that like raspberry German beer? It's like a raspberry.
The lambic beers. Yep.
Lambic, yeah.
Framboise and
yes. They're delicious, but it's so sweet.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
this is like a way more palatable, delicious, refreshing version of that.
Yeah, totally. And they're not like 2.5% like most lambic
Yes.
beers are.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is a good 5.2%, just solid middle of the road beer.
Yeah.
But guys, Brandon's got a special treat for you since he popped that beer. He's going to
So-
showcase something cool.
I popped it and I have literally 1 4-pack of this in my cupboard. So I grabbed one of them so that I'd still have a beer to drink. I figured I would just go with the old Noble Atreyu Superhero IPA.
Oh, it's so
It's
cool.
our beer that we made with Noble a couple years back. A couple years later, it still tastes delicious. Been sitting in my cupboard. But this is like, I think probably one of 10 4-packs that exist in the world. Now it's a 3-pack.
wow.
But what better way to fuck up that 4-pack than right now?
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Man.
This is fun. But I haven't had one of these in years. But it's a heavy beer. I'll say that. It's heavier than the one you're drinking. It's double
Right.
IPA, but it's very citrus heavy. But it's got some fucking stank on it for sure.
Okay, gotcha. What's the IBU on that?
Where do I see that?
Right, yeah. If it's not listed, you won't. So all that means is like it's an international bitterness units.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Basically, it'll kind of give you a heads up on like how bitter
How
the
bitter.
beer is, but it's
not-
actually a mathematical formula how they actually get it, not necessarily just a bitter scale.
So
just
it's
with
not-
the hops and stuff.
It's not crazy bitter. We made sure that it wasn't like they did a lot of like fresh citrus too, like fresh orange. So then we didn't want it to like bite your head off with bitterness. But I mean, it's an 8.7. So I feel like that's just when I say it's got some stank on it. It's like you drink one and you're like, damn, that's a beer
Yeah, it's a pint. Yeah, tall boy. Yep, you're
Yeah,
feeling it. Yep.
for sure.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
so
gonna
cool
enjoy
though
this.
that your band did that. What? How did that connection happen?
We just really wanted to do something different with the release of the last record, and we talked to a couple breweries locally, Dan, actually, our guitar player, has a merchandise company, and he does a lot of craft brewery merch,
Oh, cool.
and like stuff like that. So he's in with a lot of breweries. So we talked to one of them that we talked to was Noble, and they were super cool. They're like metalheads. They like the band. It just seemed like an easy connection, and we're just kind of like, what do you guys want to do? And for us, it was like, well, what's like, we like IPAs, we like citrusy stuff. Like, what's good for you? And he's like, that's actually what's great for us. Like, they do a lot of kind of like one-off beers, like, we'll do one single batch kind of beers, and they're like, that would do great for us. So we decided on this. Um, they have an incredible artist they work for with a bunch that did the artwork, and we said we wanted like a crazy comic book looking can because it's called Superhero
Right.
IPA. So they did like a comic book looking can, and we did literally like one round, and it was gone, and like it was gone in like a couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out really awesome. That's definitely something I want to do more. Beer or liquors or anything. I just think that's fucking cool. Like, what's cooler than having like a beer, like, dude, as your band, or like I want to do like a bourbon or do some stuff like that. That's just fucking cool.
Oh yeah, dude. Speaking of bourbon, like I know you're a bourbon guy, and on the last episode I had Fred Minnick, who's a bourbon whiskey taster. Fred's awesome. He's a great dude. And I've seen a lot of his other episodes and everything, and like getting with Yellow Wolf and doing his own whiskey, and getting with Killer Mike and doing his whiskey. That's definitely something like that'd be really cool. I know you're a bourbon guy, like your bourbon.
For sure.
So that'd be neat. I don't know if you know Fred, but I'll have to introduce you or whatever.
Yeah,
I know he's always
cool.
looking for new guests and everything too. So
for sure, I would love that. Yeah. I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And definitely I need to get a freaking Nomo beer for sure.
Seriously, like, I mean, there's got to be. That's the thing. That there's got to be some Texas breweries that would hop on, or even some California. I mean, there's so many great breweries here in Southern California.
Yeah.
Like, that are just like, that love that kind of collaboration.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm talking with an old friend, who we've known for several years up in Oklahoma City area, and I'm gonna keep it on the DL because things are still getting talked about, and it's in the early stages. But I'm definitely excited. If all goes well, like, I'll be really involved in like the brewing process and whatnot, and head up to the brewery and like actually like make it happen, which would be sick. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to what I should do. I don't want it to be too crazy. I know I'm into some crazy, stupid sounding, tasty beers, but I want it to be something that everybody can kind of get, that girls will like. You know what I mean? It isn't just like, oh, this is so damn bitter, or this is too sweet, or whatever. So I got to do some work on that for sure.
We talked about that after making this beer, because it really is. For a double IPA, it's a very tasty beer. It's not like a tongue ripper. Yeah. But we talked about doing another beer and doing something like a Mexican lager, or something that's just like a good like Saturday afternoon easy drinker. But like do something just a little bit special. Like a little bit left of center to make it kind of signature. But I think that's a good move. Like you want people to want to drink your beer.
Right. Yeah. And I want to be stoked about it. I don't. So.
I think that was good with Noble is like that. They make a lot of like gnarly beers, some crazy IPAs and crazy flavors. So like for them, like for their audience that was also like stoked that they had a cool like collab beer coming out, they're stoked on like a pretty heavy IPA. But especially if you're going to try to do a beer that's going to like sell to the public, like I know Dirty Heads did a beer with Four Sons, who's right here in Huntington Beach.
Oh yeah, I know Four Sons.
You can buy it. Like it's like a session IPA, and you can buy it like online. They still sell it. So like it's an easy drinking like rad beer. Definitely smart to do if you're trying to like actually sell it.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Time will tell. But it's I think everybody's looking forward to 2021, obviously. So lots to do.
I think quarter 2 in 2021 is going to be a real fun time for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good prediction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Carmen over here said I should hit up Bell's. Bell's is a great Michigan brewery. I really like their
cool.
stuff. So
Yeah.
I definitely hear you there. Frostbite on our app says Phantom Bride, Belching Beaver. I had that beer on actually the last episode I did, the Deftones beer.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Have you had that one?
I have. It's quite nice. Belching
Yeah.
Beaver makes some good stuff for sure.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
I like that one more than their. Fred and I had the Mexican hot chocolate
Yeah.
version of their peanut butter stout or whatever. So it was like
Yeah.
Mexican hot chocolate with like peanut butter flavors in it.
Ooh.
It was a little weird, but like I mean, it wasn't terrible by any
Yeah.
means.
But good, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's funny.
It wasn't horrible, but I drank it. I did drink it.
That's true. It's rare that I actually pour something out. Honestly, like I've had some strange oyster mushroom beers and some beef jerky beers, some lobster beers.
Mushroom. You said
I know.
oyster, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then you went oyster mushroom. I slightly loosened up my what the fuck, but I was still thoroughly confused.
Right? Yeah. No, it was weird. It was from this it's more of a farmhouse thing. Basically to where the brewery they create all their own hops, they use all their own veggies or whatever they want to throw in there, and then they let it age and sit in a barrel and everything like right there and let all the air kind of get to it. And basically the idea is that it can never be done again because there's different things in the air, and so they can't reproduce certain things. But yeah, this one turned out terribly. I don't recommend it.
The process sounds harsh, dude. The process sounds. So we take all of our leftover vegetables and shit, and then we let the air get to it with some beer. Would
funny.
you like some?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it does sound a bit off-putting, I suppose.
But you know what though? There's some people like that stuff. It's not for
Yeah.
It's not for
Yeah.
everybody. Obviously, people like that beer because they sell it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. And
It's good.
it's fun. I think experimenting is half the thing. It's like within our app
For sure.
now there's like this group, A Few Good Brews or whatever the name of the show. But it's nice to see people post different beers on there and us talk about it. I know Anna from Italy posts a bunch on there. I'm also like heavy into Untapped, and always checking in stuff from there. And so it's cool to see all the crap that's out there. It's overwhelming for sure. Like, and I know it can be made fun of a ton. Whatever, I get it. Like it is funny. With anything, you can become a snob and you can become negative about it. And I try to remain positive, and at the end of the day, it's like I'm drinking beer and this is fun. And we're doing this show about beer and talking about live music or whatever.
Yeah.
And we get to drink cool, weird beers through it. So
Like
that's
I said,
sick in my book.
Someone's got to drink this fucking beer.
Damn
I
straight.
think I'm gonna make a T-shirt with that on it. That should be the A Few Good Brews T-shirt.
I'm in. Somebody's got to drink it. Yeah.
Someone's got to drink this beer.
That's awesome.
I feel like our next beer, I would imagine what's going to be our next beer, is the one that I've been most excited for just by title alone.
Yeah.
Juicy Bits?
Let's do it, dude. I have had this one before, and I will say that this is a stellar beer. Like, you being an IPA guy too, that's where it's at. So this is a hazy. As I go to my beer cam over her.
This has like a multicolored pour.
Yeah.
It looks like two liquids are coming out of this simultaneously.
It's thick. It's definitely chunky. Yeah. You do kind of see like an opaque one, and
then the clear
like a
on the
translucent. Right.
This smells unreal.
Dude, it is a great beer for
I
sure.
just cut open an orange.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
This is one of my favorite hazy IPAs.
Ooh.
And it's called Juicy Bits because there's tons of juice in it, and there's like a little chunk. I know that sounds kind of gross, but it is like, because it's so thick, it's like it's almost chewy, basically.
that.
Yeah, the SRM right there, basically.
Here, let me do this so that you can actually see this beer
Do
because
it.
it's nice.
Are you going to
Oh.
color? Oh, Brandon's in
Full
color,
color.
guys. Woo!
Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
that shit. That's
Yeah,
lovely.
for real.
I feel like we match better now. You know what? I think
Definitely.
now is a better time than ever to just bring this one in real quick.
Oh, there you go, guys. Look at Brandon. I like
twins.
the new do. It's
We're
pretty
twins.
sick.
People
Yeah.
think I'm bald, but I just like to shave my head because it's easier. I decided on quarantine to grow it out.
Why not?
Why
mean,
not?
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I did a whole entire Twitch stream last week with this on.
Okay.
The whole
Wow.
2 hours.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Damn. It doesn't move. But
doesn't,
it is
and
like frizzy and whatnot, and you have your stringies, which I got a lot of these stringies over here.
It's
I
like
think I
it's
see
very
some
weird. I just
stringies.
woke up.
Yeah.
It's so big it hides my hat.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding.
I'm back.
Wow. And there's your hat.
I'm back. I'm back. We're 4 beers deep. I'm starting to get off the rails a little bit.
That's good. Let's bring it on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just for full discretion, Mark was like earlier, like, yeah, we'll do half pours so we don't get wasted. And I was like,
Well,
Maybe
you were like, let's get wasted.
get wasted.
In true Brandon fashion. It's like, no, man, let's go. Like I'm
Get
not.
wasted.
It's
Yeah.
Sunday.
Let's freaking party.
All the
man.
way. Yeah.
I like to party. I like to have a good time. You know me. I'm always down for a good time.
Yeah. I too like to party.
I do like to party. It's funny because like my mom just came for the holiday. She's in town, and she likes to party. So I know that her and Ash are probably having a good time in the living room. So I just gotta keep up with them essentially.
There you go. All right. They've already started.
You know what this looks like on camera? Tang. This looks like
Oh,
I'm drinking
wow.
Tang.
Yeah, you're right. It
What
does.
a color. This has these guys.
Yep. Well works.
These guys might have crossed paths in the past. Like these guys are like stepbrothers.
Dude, I think you should send me one. I would love one, man.
I
I'd
feel like
love
I'm just
try
gonna
it.
send you the remaining 3 from my phone.
Dude, that'd be stellar. That'd be amazing.
They are
love
very.
that.
They have. This one is a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Juicy bits, a little bit thicker.
Yep.
But that same like really orange forward, like real fruit forward flavor.
Yep.
And like the bitter is almost identical. It's like it just barely gets you, but it's still like palatable.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like this one a lot, because it is palatable, like you said.
Yeah.
If you're not into IPAs, I think this is a great choice, because it's not too bitter, but it's like thick, it's hazy, there's a lot of citrus happening. It's definitely always a solid choice if you like IPAs.
When I first started drinking IPAs, I was like turned off. My brother is still super into IPAs.
Yeah.
But he would I would try stuff and I'm like, what is this, man? Like my mouth is just ruined. And I thought that's just what IPAs were. But I was just drinking like the gnarliest of the heaviest, the bitterest IPAs.
Yeah.
When it's just kind of a little kiss, it's like when you have a salad and there's like regular lettuce, we got like a little radicchio or some bitter green in there.
Ooh.
It's a little taste. It's
There
a
you
little
go.
taste of some bitter. It's perfect. It's nice. I enjoy it.
Yeah, bitter's not always a bad thing. I agree with that. For the longest time growing up, it's like I hated salami. And I hated Brussels sprouts, especially fucking Brussels sprouts. Oh,
Yeah.
But my wife loves Brussels sprouts,
Yeah.
and she buttered them up nice. She put some honey on them,
Yeah.
put them in the oven. Like,
Yes.
oh wow,
It's a whole
like,
different thing.
turn around.
I feel like a lot of the things that people our age or any sort of adult dislikes from their childhood are because, and God bless them, our parents just didn't prepare them correctly. Like a Brussels sprout, if you just like throw a Brussels sprout in boiling water and like boil them and give them to people, that sucks.
Oh,
But if
totally.
you like roast them in the oven with like some honey and maybe some soy sauce, like
Oh.
some goodness, it's a delicious food.
Now we're talking. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. You just changed the game.
you
100%.
you gotta prepare them right.
Yeah.
Not every mom knows how to cook Brussels sprouts good. You know,
Oh, no, you're right. I
and
think,
even if they do, you just never know.
yeah. So my mom, her mom, my grandma,
Yeah,
God rest her soul, was 100% British, and nothing against the British or whatever, but historically speaking, it's like you might say the food is bland, perhaps.
I love British food, but yes, it's very boil this and eat it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So along with those lines, like you were saying, it's like, yeah, just boil it and eat it. And I think just growing up as a kid, that's how I had Brussels sprouts. Like since then, like my mom kicks some ass for sure
yeah,
in the kitchen and can cook some awesome stuff.
yeah.
Mama V, like pasta Vollelunga, it's pretty
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
So
I want
for
to eat
sure.
that. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Dude, I
I don't
gotta
know
cook.
what's in it, but I want to eat it.
I gotta cook it for you for sure. You and Ashley and the kiddos.
Dude, one of my favorite nights on tour with you guys was when y'all had that Airbnb and
Oh
we
my god.
crashed in on you, and we cooked and we chilled and just that's the best.
Dude, that was amazing.
That's the closest feeling of home you
Yep.
can have on tour. If you can get access to like a house and a kitchen, like that's just the best. We did it.
You're right.
Following that, Atreyu was on tour during Thanksgiving, so Ash and her mom and the kids flew out. We had Thanksgiving at an Airbnb, cooked a full meal. Like we were on tour with Memphis Mayfire. They came over. Some of the Ice Nine Kills dudes came over. Like we had like a party, just like cooked Thanksgiving dinner and a thing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Wow.
That's the closest feeling of home you can get. I had so much fun that night.
Yeah. Dude, that's the way. Like I totally agree. And I remember that day.
Yeah,
Like it was great. It was Palisades and the My Ticket Home guys were there.
yeah,
Like the whole tour. So yeah, we just rented an Airbnb, I think in Colorado or something, wherever we were. And yeah, we just all got down, we all cooked and hung out and had a great time. It was
Exactly.
nice, and it was like I still think that tour or those few tours that we did with y'all in Hell or High Water were like some of my favorite tours. There was just so much bromance.
Yes, really, it really was.
Yeah.
To this day too, like still, I talk
Man.
about y'all's band to Atreyu because I'm like, dude, like, nothing. Like we always, because the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
who do you want? Who should we team up with? Who do you want to go out with? What would be cool? Your guys' name has come up a million times, but it's like I'm just like, damn, like we had so much fun and such a good time. It was such a good energy on that tour that like, and like, for what it's worth, we're like Joe Schmo opening band. You know what I mean? Like, but it was still like, it didn't feel like that at all.
No,
You know?
dude, y'all brought it. Y'all got the party started every night on that tour. It was so cool.
Hell or High Water was out for blood. Like we were a band. We were a band that like we were out for blood. Like we did not fuck around at all.
Yeah.
It was a good time, a fun period for sure. Dude,
Yeah.
remember our fucking Petty cover?
Wait, what?
It was one of the end.
Oh, yeah. I got
was
to play
right-
with y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right after Tom Petty died, and we did a Petty
know.
cover. You came out
Right.
and played with us. It was fucking epic.
Yeah, won't back down. Man.
So
Yeah.
good. So good.
Yeah. That was
Good
a lot of fun.
times. Good times.
Dude, great times. It's cool because that's like a point in life you can look back on and just like I'm visualizing all those memories. Like I slapped Joey so hard outside of the Aztec because we were gonna I think he was on this no cigarettes pact
Yes.
and whatnot, and he told me he smoked a cigarette, and I slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, you did.
I think I've hurt some people since then, so maybe I'm a slapaholic. So I've stopped since then. I've seek some recovery, and I'm changing my ways.
My name is Mark. I am a slapaholic.
Dude,
I like to slap
we
people.
videoed it and sent it to his wife. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it was.
He hasn't smoked in a while. he's off. He hits the jewel every now and then, but he's off the cigs for quite some time now. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might have been your slap.
Oof.
You know.
You just fear the slap.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I love it. I love it. I fully remember that. Yeah. I'm trying to quit smoking. How about this? Every time you smoke, I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Yeah.
Deal.
There you go. All right. Yeah.
It works.
So
Almost.
if you want to
Get it.
stop something, yeah, try the slap method.
Yeah, you should sell that. Whatever it is. Hey, you want to try to stop something? Come hire me. I'll come slap you every time we do it.
Yeah, there you go. I'll show up at your door. Wham!
One slap, $2,000
Oh golly, that's a way to live.
plus cost of flight
Right? Yeah.
and lodging.
Jeez. And a rider. You know, I need hospitality. I need good
my
beer.
I need
like,
I
come
need my
on.
hummus, man. I need to get my hummus.
And veggies. Yep. Oh yeah.
So my trainer, his wife is Middle Eastern, and she made us like hummus for like a Christmas gift. He brought over like a big thing of hummus and like a box of chocolates, which is hilarious for your trainer to show up for your session with a chocolate and hummus, neither of which are on my diet. This isn't on my diet either, but that's quite all right.
Right. Yes.
But I was like, oh, and I'm like crushing it, and I'm like, you have no idea what hummus, like the place hummus holds in my heart, from being in a touring band for 20 plus years. Like, there's those days that,
dude,
you might not have anything, but you got some hummus. Chances are there's some fucking hummus somewhere in the building.
Yeah, most definitely. There's always hummus. There's like a veggie platter.
Deli tray.
Yep, the deli tray.
Chips and salsa, you know?
Always chips and salsa, but always take your chips and salsa off the rider whenever you go to Europe. Unless you want some cold marinara.
It's
you
bad.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's so
European
bad.
salsas. UK salsa's rough.
Yeah. Just
rough.
just don't imitate. Like, have some curry over there. Just get stuff that's there.
You gotta know. It's things that you learn from touring. You're like, you know what? Chips and salsa, not good on the rider. Let's just get some regular chips, no salsa.
Oh, dude. And you, bordering Mexico, like, you know how important salsa is to, life and to our diet, and like how much we crave it. It's just
it's delightful.
It's a necessity. Yeah.
My wife's grandma, she passed a couple years ago, but her whole thing was every holiday season she made fudge and salsa. So since she passed, my wife has taken on that role where she makes her fudge and her salsa. And like, I ate so much of it last night because she made it like 2 days ago. And it's like one of those things where you're like, if it's just that familiar taste, like there's a SoCal thing where like the good SoCal, like hole in the wall Mexican restaurant has the dope hot sauce, right?
Oh yeah.
And they're all pretty similar, but it's like, you know it when you taste it.
Yeah.
And you just pour it all over everything. It's the same with that salsa where like it's like nothing crazy. There's nothing weird in it. It's very standard. But when you taste it, you're like, oh, there you are.
Yeah, there you are.
So much. Yeah.
Yes.
I ate like probably half a jar of salsa last night. It's good.
Oh wow. Delightful. Yeah, it's so good. I need to send you some Burning Witch hot sauce,
dude,
by the way.
I'm so into that. I haven't tasted it yet.
Dude, it's incredible. Like, I give Ben full props. It's like it's hot, but it's sort of a sneaky hot, and it's like, right, there are ghost peppers and a scorpion pepper in there, and it's like immediately you're like, well, forget this. But no, like so good. I put a couple drops in some ramen I cooked, some organic ramen. Hello, yesterday, and it was incredible. It just permeates throughout the whole thing, and it was it's really good. I definitely put my stamp of approval. I probably have the weakest tongue in the band regarding spice, but I even like it. So no.
See, I'm the same as you. I think of spice, and my mouth is fine.
Yeah.
My head says, pour sweat as fast as you can.
Head sweater.
Yeah, It's insane. Like, I'm talking, looks like I just ran 10 miles in 100-degree heat, sweat. It's nuts. So I just kind of got more into spice. I've been really trying to like get more in because what started it was Hot Ones. You ever watch Hot Ones?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So Hot Ones started it, and one night we were over at Brian, who plays guitar in Avenged. We were over at his house, and he's like, I did the Hot Ones challenge. I got the sauces, and they were pretty fucking brutal. He's like, but I have his hot sauce collection is ridiculous. Like it's like an entire like 3-shelf thing in his pantry. He like lives for that shit. Okay. So you should send him some Burning Witch.
Yeah.
Actually, send me some Burning Witch.
I'll send you some extra. Yeah, give it to him. Yeah, I got to hit up.
He loves that shit.
Yeah.
But he was like, awesome. These are comparable to like the top 5 sauces on Hot Ones. So he laid out like 5 sauces, and we were just kind of like doing like pinkies of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm kind of holding my own. And I'm like, okay, like maybe I'm like too scared. You know, like I'm okay. Like I'm maybe sweating a little bit, but like accept the sweat and just like enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then one of like my like long like lifelong friends, he was actually a friend of my brother's. He started growing his own peppers and making his own hot sauce. So it's all same thing, mostly habanero, ghost pepper. Like he has these weird like hybrid weirdness peppers of some shit that he grew.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's making these hot sauces, and I send him photos, and I'm in my kitchen just like pouring sweat, but enjoying my meal so much. Like, so I think it's just more of an acceptance thing with me, where like hot sauce, I've really been like getting more into it because like I've just kind of accepted the fact that like it's gonna be wet. My face is gonna be wet, but you just gotta eat and just enjoy it.
No, it is a thing. I agree. Yeah. And it's like, it's how you perspective. It's how you feel it and think about it and sort of tell yourself it's like, this doesn't necessarily mean bad.
No.
Like the spice, like the on fire. It's like,
it's like, oh, this is a good thing.
Let me sit and just feel this, you know? And there are certain things, like we did that dumb Paki chip challenge that Ben wanted us to do. Oh, it's terrible. That was the stupidest thing like I've ever done that Ben like made us do to like make for content. Yeah. And it was horrible. That chip was just bad. Like I was chugging milk and cream and yogurt, and it was
I've heard that's rough. I've heard that's really, really rough.
Yeah. It was not good.
There's this series on Netflix called We Are the Champions.
Ooh.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
So it's all of these like weird kind of like left of center competitions in the world. Like one of them is this like competition like England or Scotland or something where they like throw like a melon or a ball down this hill, and then you chase the ball, and it's all these people like falling down a hill like breaking their necks. It's insane. But one of them was a chili pepper eating contest.
Yeah.
Now there's this like psychopath of a human that breeds all his own chilies. So they're like not even ranked. It's like, oh, this is like a crossbreed of like a ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's like off the charts Scoville level. So these people that are used to eating peppers and doing these competitions are eating these peppers that are like not even registered. They're not even like on the fucking realm of what they may be used to.
Okay.
And I've found that the worst thing on earth is losing a chili pepper contest because you're already there. If you get to like the final 3, you're already so fucked, and you are like your next week is going to be so screwed, and then you didn't win.
Oh yeah. Man.
And these people are like tapping out, whatever, but it's like the pain in these people's faces from eating these just like raw peppers is unreal. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Check out. I think it's called We Are the Champions. Check out We Are the Champions on Netflix.
Okay, I definitely will. Ben, if you're paying attention, you definitely need to check it out. Ben is all about it. For his birthday at Machine Shop, when we were on tour, like we had him just eat a habanero right before the last song, like on stage.
Oh, no.
Which like that's only 250,000 Scoville or something. Which
Still
for
hurts.
me, that's like, oh, it's just stupid. That's not fun.
For you, that's too many Scoville.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And he, he was fine. He was good. But since it was an empty stomach, like, it totally messed him up afterward. But what was I gonna say? It shoot.
Hot peppers.
Yeah,
Hot
I
sauce.
know. Yeah. It escaped me. It's gone.
Maybe it'll come back. I blame the beer.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's have another beer. I think it's Jesus time. I
Oh.
totally think it's Jesus time. Even more Jesus, y'all. We talking about even more Jesus. Can you have enough of Jesus? No, you can't.
Never have enough Jesus in your life.
Never. Just have
When
even
you-
more.
When you think you got enough Jesus in your life, go ahead and grab yourself even more Jesus.
Even more Jesus from the
Brought to you
Evil
by
Twin
Evil
Brewing.
Brewing. We're good at marketing.
Whew. Oh, dude, we are.
I think you and I should start a beer marketing company.
I'm down. I
You
am
probably already
game.
have, and I'm just hopping on the idea. This is dark. This motherfucker
Oh
is
yeah.
dark.
Yep. No, you see nothing
Jesus.
through it. No, you can't see my eyeballs. Nope. It be
Damn.
gone. Yep. I like Evil Twin. I've had some good stuff. Here we go.
Have you had this before?
Mm-mm. Yep. That's a dark, typical stout.
Woo!
Ooh.
It's smoky.
Ooh. Smoky. Yep.
It
You always
sort of
got
tastes
the
like-
smoke in the stout, but this is strong.
This tastes like barbecue and coffee.
Yeah. Yep.
Good God.
You're not wrong. That's this is like intense, harsh
This is
stout
real. This is
flavors.
real.
Yep.
I literally,
Whew.
on the front, I get 100% coffee, like black coffee, like espresso.
Yep.
And then completely flips on the back on its head and goes straight to like brisket. My mouth
Yeah.
feels like it just ate barbecue.
Yeah. Dude, that's a good description. I would definitely say that. It's very smoky.
It's like
It's
magic.
intense. This
Literally,
is
you're like coffee, brisket. Like it just
Yeah.
flips on you.
yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
This is 12% too.
More Jesus than Jesus. More Jesus
Jesus.
than Jesus.
Dude, I remember when I first heard More Human Than Human. Oh, man. Like, it was such a good song. I was like, what is that? That this guitar is sliding? It's like doing
Yeah.
this so cool thing. That
Yeah,
riff
what
was
is
so
that?
sick. Yeah.
Dude, Zombie's so sick. One of my like best tour memories we did was like Mayhem tour, I think it was Mayhem Festival, and
Yeah.
the headliners it was Korn and Rob Zombie co-headlining.
Oh.
That was tight, but the funny thing was they were like in production wars. Like the first week the
Oh.
tour started, and then like
Yep.
for the next 2 weeks, everyone just kept having cooler stuff every day. It
Wow.
was like
Yep.
trying to, but they both were sick. Like Korn had like oil derricks on stage and shit. It was like massive.
Oh my God.
But-
yeah.
Zombie was right in the prime of like there was this kind of time where Zombie was like horror, and then Zombie became kind of like a party band, you know?
Yeah.
Rob Zombie became kind of more like a party. They started doing like James Brown covers and like came a little bit more like lighthearted party, spooky party band,
Yeah.
which I love also. But this particular tour was like right on the cusp where like that party mode was not in effect yet. And it was
Ooh.
just spooky, and the production was so fucking crazy. It was when Joey Jordison was playing drums for them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Bro, we watched that shit every fucking night. It was
See,
so
that's
good.
awesome. When you're on tour and it's like the headlining band pulling out all the stops,
Dude.
you know, all the production, and I'm having a great time every night. I can watch this.
Yeah.
Like that, man, that reminds me of the Ghost tour that we did
yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like, because it's so theatrical, like I loved going up to the highest row of the balcony, just watching the whole show from there.
Yep.
Like it was just so good. It sounded so cool. Like I
love that.
honestly wasn't into Ghost at all before. I didn't get it. I didn't understand like
Yeah.
this whole satanic pope thing and this like classic rock like sort of dancey thing or whatever. Those things didn't make sense to me. And then I saw
you
the
saw it.
show
Yeah.
and it was just like, this is so cool. I love
Absolutely.
this.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely agree. I think Zombie was definitely that for all of us. We got to We watched the whole tour,
Nice.
and then a dude that was working for Zombie had worked for like Hatebreed, which we toured with a million times.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey man, I'd love to meet Rob. I'd love to just say hey. So the
Yeah.
last night of the tour, I got to watch from behind the drums. So I'm watching Joey play, and then I'm watching all of the like costume changes and like the big like monster changes backstage.
Yeah.
Bananas. And then just spent like probably an hour and a half after the show talking to Rob about how like touring in Europe is uncomfortable.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But like super nice too. But it was just like, this is so cool to me. Like this is like, I love Rob Zombie. I think Rob Zombie's the shit. But yeah, like those bands that you just fucking want to watch. Like I live for that. Going on tours with bands where you're just like, I watch this every night. Dude, Chris Cornell, another one. We did Project Revolution with Linkin Park, Chris Cornell.
Wow.
And every night, at least 3 members of Atreyu would go into the crowd and watch Chris Cornell set because it's Soundgarden songs, it's Audio Slave songs, and then it's Chris Cornell songs, which that record he did with Timbaland slept on like a motherfucker. But it's so good.
Damn.
He did a solo album with Timbaland, and it's like exactly what you think. It's Chris Cornell singing on like rock Timbaland songs. Yeah. And we would go watch every night. It was so fucking unreal. Like you couldn't miss it.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn, that's so cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he did. Yeah, he worked with Timbaland. That's really cool.
He did a record called Scream, and it's like, it's really like, it's like pop songs, but Timbaland production with just the voice of God over it. Yeah. It's so good. So good.
Damn.
I love it.
That's really cool. Like,
on top of all those, this one time, which was been called Nothing More. Every fucking night.
Oh, whatever. That reminds me of that one time on Shiprock when you sang Fade In, Fade Out with us. Man, that was so cool.
Tight. Bro, I was nervous. I was so nervous.
Oh, dude, why? Nervous. Like,
because
you just slay, Brandon. Like, you're the perfect description of like the singer I want to see, the singer I want to be. It's like you sing from your gut, like you sing in a healthy way. It's like you have, you just push so much in like a good way or whatever. Like I'm proud to know you. Like even before y'all, I remember seeing Atreyu 2003 Ozfest, I think. Yeah. It was 03 or 04. And like that was the takeaway for me was Atreyu. And
really?
Oh yeah, 100%. Awesome. Like I saw Slipknot and I was scared for my life because the wall of death happened and it was like, oh God, I'm gonna die. I went with this friend of ours who maybe was not the best guy to go with. He wore a fanny pack and had like tiny shorts, but like loved metal, and Ministry was like his favorite band ever. I love you, Keith. I appreciate you, but that probably wasn't the best person to go with, maybe. And but yeah,
because of his decision-making skills, or because of the tiny shorts and the fanny pack?
It was a little both. I've learned to embrace the fanny pack because my wife loves fanny packs.
They hold everything.
Yeah, they do. They're convenient. I mean, it makes sense. You're right. Yeah. I'm just gonna reach down and pull out my phone, pull out whatever. Yeah. Too funny. But I loved like you guys would do your tripods, and obviously you weren't because you were on the drums. But I had no idea. Like hearing you guys' songs before, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, the drummer's singing. It's like, man, that's so cool. That's awesome. And all the strings men are like doing these like weird tripod like showy things that it's like they're entertaining. For sure. And to let you know, like I appreciate and like I am flattered by your comments of your family, you know, liking our band and everything. And like I want you to know that it's like that performance. I mean, seeing y'all, it's like that definitely affected Nothing More and affected us and like how we view our show. Into making it an experience, into remembering to be performers, and to like have a fucking good time, you know.
You guys nailed that on the head man. Like you guys nail that so hard on the head. It's rare. I mean, I've toured with 10 million bands
Hmm.
to tour the band like y'all and be like, man, like these dudes just have their fucking shit together. Like it's just it's a good thing. Let's just mooch. You know what? There's just a moment of just mutual respect and love right now. We're
Cheers
just
to that.
respecting and loving each other.
Hey, man. Dude, even
Right.
more Jesus. That's what happens.
Yeah.
But, wow, man, you're
what happens.
crushing that, too.
I still got a little bit
Damn.
in the glass, but it's a heavy one. I don't know if I'm
Dude.
gonna drink that whole
It's
the
heavy.
Jesus juice.
Whew. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very heavy.
That reminds me of the Family Guy. It's like, was that really the blood of Christ? That guy must have been wasted 24/7.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good.
Well, my
So
wife and I have
freaking
been
good.
watching old Family Guys. Oh, it's so good.
Awesome.
That and
That's a
South
funny
Park. Oh,
See,
God.
Ash was for years and years and years and years and years. Ash's whole thing was she was huge. She's huge on South Park. She
Yeah.
has the show. She played the video game. She did the whole thing, and for a while, I mean, up until like I would say like a year or two ago,
Yeah.
that's her like bedtime ritual. Like we would put
Yeah.
on South Park and go to bed because
Oh,
it's
so
like
good.
it's noise enough to like we don't like the silent bedtime thing.
Yeah, I
So,
get
like,
it.
It's noise enough to like put you to sleep, and but it's also entertaining enough to where you're like not going to be bored, but you've seen it already, so you'll fall asleep.
Right. That's
But
the point.
I'll still wake up in the middle of the night, and her headphones will be blasting South Park. Because if she wakes up in the middle of the night and needs to go back to bed, she'll just put in a South Park on her headphones.
That's funny. You guys
We are
are
most
Sarah and me completely. Except it's like Parks and Rec, The Office, New Girl, and all those a million episodes, but you've seen them all 5,
just throw it on
7,
again.
10 times. Yeah. Put it on again because it's great, feel good, it's funny. But
See,
I
I'm
hear
on
you.
the other end of the spectrum. My whole thing, I'm a Food Network guy. I love the Food Network.
Ooh.
So, but
Okay.
I love like Chopped, and I love Guys Grocery Games. I like the competition show kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I always just put on like a Chopped or a Triple G at night because it's
Ooh.
like I've seen it, whatever, but it's like I like it though, so I'm still gonna watch it. Ash is
Okay.
weird because I'll be like strict on a diet, like crushing a
Yeah.
diet, and like be watching Guys Grocery Games and like Chopped and all that stuff. She's like, I don't understand how you do this and like not want to eat everything.
Right.
But it's just like that's just my entertainment. So like they're just
Oh, okay.
compartmentalized differently in my brain.
Yeah.
But that's my shit right there. It's just like to throw in some good Food Network.
No, that's great. That reminds me
I'm
of
good to
Jim
go.
Gaffigan. You know, it's like your wife walks into you. It's like, yeah, I was watching Food Network. It's like, then why are your pants off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Watching Food Network.
I,
That's like that
I love
episode of
watching
South Park.
cooking shows.
That's like
Yep.
that episode of South Park. Cafeteria fresh.
Dude, yeah, cream frige, man.
Oh, so good.
Randy's the best. Randy is the best character.
He
Like, dude,
is
that
the
Guitar
biggest-
Hero episode to where he's
Oh.
just like, carry on my wayward son.
It's this
Man, his
one every
whitey
time.
tighties. Oh my god. Oh wow.
I'm just not
So
good
good.
enough, Stan.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking great. Randy Marsh is the biggest asshole on planet Earth.
Yes.
But that's why he's the best character on South Park. He
Yeah.
is the biggest asshole you've ever met in your life. In
I love
everything he does, whether it's cooking, Guitar Hero, every decision he makes, it's so perfect.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so perfect.
It is, man. He's. I agree, wholeheartedly. I think
this
Matt
road-
Stone and Trey Parker
Oh,
should run for president. Like I've been saying this forever, and
could
I
you
would.
imagine this country with those dudes in charge? Oof.
Oh Lord, I've wanted to vote for them and just write them in like
just
every
write
time.
them in, yeah.
Every
Dude,
time.
the Scroat Code episode,
Oh God.
priceless. Lucky.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't
love it.
seen that new one. I need to with the chin diapers. I've heard about it.
Oh God, I'm a little bit behind as well, but
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. South Park's one of those shows that you can watch. That you're like, it doesn't matter if I miss some.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, you just jump in.
Just catch up.
Yep. Yep. Oh, turd sandwich. Like, all right. I'm ready.
A giant douche or a turd sandwich.
Yeah, that's what it is. Giant douche turd sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
fucking
funny.
good. I love it.
Oh man.
Dude, are we down to our final beer?
We are. I love it. Carmen right now says definitely a few beers in. Bunch of laughing emojis. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
maybe we are. Come on, Carmen. You gotta keep up with us. I mean, we're at 12% here. Hello, and it's time for the dragon's milk. Let me chug this guy. Ugh.
Is this one more gnarly than than its predecessor?
I would say
This is 11%.
right. So it's not, but
I'm gonna
Like
see if I can open this beer with a giant marker.
this is a special one. Like I love New Holland stuff for sure.
Okay.
All of these dragon's milk things. This is a reserve, so it's a special flavor. This is basically it's aged stout with vanilla and chai spices.
Did you hear that?
What? No.
I just popped this beer with this marker.
Yeah,
It was the loudest pop I've ever heard. I don't know where the cap went.
that's so funny.
The cap
No.
it went.
Oh Lord, that's awesome.
I'm so excited for this beer.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
this.
I'm literally watching the replay on the. Oh,
Oh, you saw the pop? Oh
I saw
damn,
the pop. That's
Nice.
awesome.
that's cool.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
Here we go. So guys, this is dragon's milk. If you are near Michigan, which Michigan is blessed, they are brewed here, and they get all the cool reserves.
My mom wants some? Get in here.
All
I'm
right,
gonna have my mom on.
dude.
Mom's
Yeah, get mom to taste it for sure.
Mama Sal's.
Yeah, dude,
We're on the
definitely.
final beer.
So I'm really pumped about this one.
My mom's like, do I look okay? I don't want to make sure I look okay. So
That's
this is
awesome.
this one's Dragon's Milk Reserve.
Hi.
This is my mom. That's
Hey,
Mark.
Mama
Mom.
Sal.
This is my mom.
Hi.
Listening, your beer sounds so good.
All these beers.
Oh, you're too nice. Thank
This
you.
is,
Try it.
This is a bourbon barrel aged stout with vanilla and chai spices.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it sounds delicious.
I'll give you the first sip.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Dude, take it. Like, come in frame, Mom.
Smells
Yeah, get in
wonderful.
front. Get in front.
Come
You
here,
gotta
Mom.
get in front here. Gotta kneel. There you go.
Hey, it's
Oh,
good
it
to see
smells
you.
delicious.
Here we go. Let's sip. Oh, wow. Yep, that's the winner.
Oh,
that's the
that's
winner of this
wonderful.
episode for
Good.
sure.
Yeah,
That's
think so?
incredible.
it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
You can really taste that chai.
Yeah, and the vanilla is super
can hear
strong
Mark.
in a great way.
Oh wow.
That's
You can really taste
really
that
good.
chai. It's delicious.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah, really
It's
good.
got a really nice flavor,
Yeah, strong vanilla too.
Wow.
Love
but
it.
it's really smooth.
Yeah.
It is. Now that Brandon can't hear us, he can't
I
hear
can
us,
kinda
right?
hear
Because
you.
you got the headphones. Oh, he can kind
do
of
you
hear us.
say?
Okay. I don't know. Should
do you wanna
you
say
tell
about
me? Like what he should work on? Like I'm a trusted confidant. Like I can influence. Hey Brandon. Maybe you should stop doing this.
He should stop
I don't know.
putting beer up his nose.
Oh yeah.
No, this is delicious. Thank you for letting me try it.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
I'm glad you
good.
got there safely. Where are you coming from, by the way?
I came from a little tiny town in Washington.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
Curtis, Washington. It's between Portland and Seattle.
Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a fun little farm there that we
Oh, that's so
do
cool.
a few things with.
Yeah. That's
We have
awesome.
animals and all kinds of stuff, so it's fun.
Nice.
We
my
brought in
older
some good beef to try. It'll
Got some,
be,
got some
Oh.
farm raised beef.
yeah.
dude, that's amazing. That's so cool. I got to send you. So my family farm is in north of San Francisco or whatever, and
Oh.
we have a walnut orchard, basically.
Lovely.
And we do walnuts, so I'll have to send you some walnuts for sure.
Oh,
some
that'd be wonderful.
Vollelunga walnuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
very
awesome.
Good, very
So,
good. Well, it's nice
the
to meet
Farm
you.
Connect. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thanks for letting me share.
Oh yeah, you got it. Thank you, Mama Sal.
Yeah, it's delicious. Delicious.
Woo,
Delicious
Yes.
beers.
You know.
tasty, super tasty.
Tasty beers.
Enjoy. Oh my god,
Yeah.
they're really good.
All right. Mama Sal's in the house.
Woo. Man, this does not taste 11%.
No,
Yeah.
it just tastes like a like like an adult chai latte. Like the chai comes through hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
Uh-huh.
It really does. And there's just like subtle booze.
You know what though? It's too like for a stout, it doesn't drink as like gnarly heavy as a stout.
No, no. It's like
You know?
and you notice that. It's like anything through time, it's like we get better at things,
Yeah.
just people. And so you can like learn how to get rid of this bitter or like
Yeah.
mask this booziness. And it's like, oh man, New Holland is killing it. Anytime you see a Dragon's Milk, they have so many different types of reserves.
Mm-hmm.
Grab one. They are really, really good, sought after, for sure. Like this was the one beer out of this whole pack that everybody commented about.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense. Rightfully
Yep.
so.
Yep, yep.
Rightfully
This is a-
so.
This is a good one.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. Dude, that's awesome. I love that my
Yeah.
mom had a little cameo.
Oh
She's the
yeah, of
best.
course, dude. Thank you for letting me meet your mom. That's
Oh,
so
she's
cool,
great.
Mama Sal.
She parties. She knows how to party.
That's awesome.
She taught me well.
What's her go-to? What's her drink of choice?
She's a wine lady. She loves.
Okay.
She drinks a lot of wine. She's really into wine. For a long time, she lived in kind of Central California, in Lompoc, and kind of like San Ynez Valley. So it's a really big wine area, and she's super into that. But she'll crush a margarita. She's an equal opportunity big timer. Yeah.
Love it. That's so cool.
My mom is always like, I have that parental relationship where like mom's just like buddy, you know.
Yeah.
So like I'll be on my Twitch and my mom will be on like in the chat, and I'm like
Aw.
talking like I talk, and they're like, "Bro, chill, your mom's in the chat." I'm like,
Ah,
"You guys just don't get it."
like, no, my mom accepts me. She gets.
my mom's
Yeah,
fucking
she
cool.
gets it.
She's fine.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She's good. So very excited, thoroughly buzzed at this point, and
Dude,
really excited to hang out with my mom today. You know, it's good. I
that
get
is
you
pretty sick.
and my mom in the same day.
Ah, too kind, man.
Yeah,
Too
yeah.
kind. But I need to thank you again for. I really appreciated like that shiprock we did together. It's like you're like, yeah, let's have a date night. Let's go to the steakhouse. Let's have a meal, and like we did the chef's special or whatever. Which for all you listening, it like the chef picked the meal, and they did this really cool dessert, like art. Like what was it?
It was
exactly
straight up art food. Yeah, it was crazy, like some crazy deconstructed pastry chocolate thing that was just crazy. The funniest part of that meal, I don't know if you remember, if I could tell a quick story.
Dude,
So
please, people.
Me
need
and
to hear
Ash
the
and,
story.
and you and your lovely wife are having a dinner, and Matt from Bullet for My Valentine sits
yes,
across from
yeah.
us. Comes in.
Yeah,
He's by
all
himself.
by himself.
He's enjoying a
All by
nice quiet
himself.
dinner by himself. My wife is hilarious, and she's like, one, she knows Matt. Matt is like pretty decently introverted. He's not like when he's not on stage. It's not like he doesn't want everyone to look at him.
Nope.
Two, she's just like, this is going to be funny. She tells our waitress, hey, it's his birthday. Could you send him a birthday cake? He's by himself. Could you send him a birthday cake? So the waiter comes and he had just ordered dessert. So he has like his own like cake that he's eating. And then the waiter brings another cake with a candle, and they sing him happy birthday. And then we all join in and sing him happy birthday. It's not his birthday at all.
Yep. Nope.
Ash has this on video, actually. His face, he's like sitting, and he looks at us and just goes.
Yep.
Not amused at all. But it was fun.
And we got our kicks. It was great.
We got our kicks. We had some great steaks and a
definitely
great
did.
dessert, and then got our jokes off too.
Yeah, dude. But
Awesome.
I really appreciated that. Like,
of course, we were looking forward to Shiprocked because of you guys. Obviously, we know the Papa Roach guys, we know the Seven Dust guys. Like, we knew multiple bands. We know the Motionless guys.
Yeah.
We knew Hyro the Hero. We knew multiple people that were on that tour, but it was
Likewise,
on that
yeah.
boat rather. But it was like, oh, sick! Like we could hang out nothing more. It had been some time, so it was awesome.
It'd been great. I always get excited when I'm with my wife, and it's like really want you to meet, Brandon. It's like I remember at Machine Shop, she had flown out, which Sarah has a terrible fear of flying, so it's really hard for her to do that in the first place. But be there, we were playing with Hell or High Water, and it's like, and you guys kind of hit it off, you chat, and she's like, man, I really like Brandon. And then knowing like on Shiprocked, it's like Brandon's gonna be there, his wife's gonna be there. It's like, man, that makes me really excited to like bring my wife into this world, and it's like I spend numerous hours with this person, this human, and it's like we share stories, we have drinks together, we cry together, we laugh together, and like I want you to meet them.
Yeah.
And we get to meet your better half, if you will. And I'm
the same.
Special.
I'm the exact same. Yeah, absolutely. It really was. Because it is. It's like there's no one in life that I feel like knows you and experiences this all with you more than like your wife.
Yeah.
They get the gritty and the dirty and the worst and the best. So
all of it.
To make connections on tour with people that you kind of like, because I feel like we go through that on tour too. Like there's those nights when you're like in the dumps or you miss home or you whatever, and you have that homie on tour that you can like come have a couple drinks and we can talk about it, we can hang and we can do the whole thing. It's when you have the whole thing come together, it really is, it's special. It's very special. I very much feel the same way about our double date on Shiprocked and any future evening we could spend together from here on out, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely look forward to more. It's just cool to bring in, like, this is half of my world, and like we all get to experience each other's worlds. And it's like, and especially, man, it means so much to me, and it's like, it's weird, but it's like you saying conceiving your child while we were on tour together, but it's like, that's this fucking life. Like that's
real life.
That life just happened right then, and somehow I was a part of that human, and that's really, really cool. I know I'm an emotional person, and I tend to get emotional, so whatever. This is what happens. On a few good brews, you have good drinks and good times, good convo. Virtually, it's like, man, I wish we could hang out. Like, I wish I could cook for you.
For sure. That will happen. Yeah. We'll get those days back. We'll get those days back before we know it, man.
We will.
We'll be in a random Airbnb in some random state, just cooking for each other and taking shots and having a good time.
Oh, that sounds the tits. That sounds so good.
We're probably gonna have to figure out a new Tom Petty song to cover.
Hey, I'm down. Trust me. We need to do like a B-side though,
I love it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a Wolverine song.
Yeah. Speaking of which, like, oh man, we just watched, my wife and I just watched crap. It's like the song is too powerful or powerful song, or I'm terrible, sorry, with titles. But it's on Netflix, and it was awesome. It was about Hurt from 9 Inch Nails, and there's an episode. There's an Alicia Keys, which is really good. There's REM, which is amazing.
Oh yes, I've seen this. I haven't seen the 9 Inch Nails one though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like Power of the Song. I think it's called Power of the Song.
Yeah. It was incredible. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see like the snippet, being a musician, and like seeing like that tour, like the Downward Spiral tour, like videos, pictures. It's like you briefly saw Trent with Vinny, and it was like that. Wait, that was Vinny.
Yeah, well, shit.
Damn, that's so cool. Like they hung out together, they partied together. Some of the best musicians of all time,
Absolutely.
It was
fucking
neat.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely crazy. No, I love that. I've seen a couple episodes of that. I saw the Alicia Keys one and
yeah,
the REM one.
dude, that was incredible.
So
Yeah, it was so
good.
good.
So good.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, man.
dude, thanks so
I love it.
much for doing this with me.
Dude,
Really
I
appreciate it,
appreciate you. This
Brandon.
has been so much fun. Thank you
Good,
for having my mom. Thank you to all the viewers for
dude.
having my mom.
Yeah, mom can come on anytime, and
Hell yeah.
hope you're down with my mom getting on too.
I love
Next
it.
time.
We should have a
So,
mom episode.
dude, there you go. It's just moms. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's so funny.
Dude, it's
Oh,
always
I
good
love
to
it.
talk to you, my friend.
Yeah, yeah. So this has been a few good brews with Brandon Saller of Atreyu. Please check out their stuff. They will have new songs happening soon. I fully get their response because I'm in a band too, and they can't release it yet, but it will happen and it will blow your mind because it's great. And
Thank you.
you can get any of these beers at craftshack.com. You can watch any of this on The Few. We'll be replaying it all the time. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of stuff. I lost Brandon. I'm seeing double of myself. Where'd you go, Brandon? Tight. Okay, well, I'll end this by myself. So this has been fun. I appreciate you, Brandon. I appreciate your wife, your family. Thank you so much. Cheers. I'm out. Goodbye.